So, what's it like to drive a Camaro SS 1LE that makes 600 at the wheels, but has also a alter ego as a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Well, in today's episode, let's find out. All right, and here we are. This is my 2018 Camaro SS 1LE. I purchased it back in September of 2018 with exactly 3 whole miles on it. And I am obviously the original owner. And up until this point, I've customized, modified, did everything I did to make it to where it is today, here in March of 2026. So I'm going to probably break these up in different episodes because it's going to be long and nobody wants to hear it. So just today, I'm just going to do a generalization of what I have here done to the car. And basically, at this point, it makes 600 rear wheel horsepower. And the car drives amazingly. It's tuned. It got tuned by Prey Performance up in North Carolina. So we're going to go over that, but I just wanted to do a generalization. So enjoy these episodes. And if you have any specific questions of exactly who did the mods, where did I get parts from and labor, basically I did everything to this car that you see here, except the actual engine work. So everything else I've done to this car. So again, sit back, relax, and enjoy my episodes. All right, and here we are. This is the front end of my Camaro. A lot of different changes from stock. First up is probably prominent is the hood is different. I got that from MP Concepts, okay? And it fits just like factory. Um, I actually wrapped it myself. It comes with the black, just a regular black gel coat, and it does have this carbon fiber. You can also get the polycarbonate, but I just added some 1LE, just some badges on it to kind of give a little bit of a factory vibe to it. I've also added some 1LE badges. Okay, these are my stock 1LE wheels. I did purchase the Nitto triple fives, G2s. People will poo on them, but I don't drive my car every day. It's not an everyday driver, obviously, but they're factory like. They're pretty much what they use on the early Z06 cars. So I thought that's a cool touch. Got the canards in the front, okay, kind of to mimic the 1LE. They are 1LE inspired. Same thing with the lower lip spoiler. And we got the red tow hook. The emblem itself does light up at night, so I did do that and purchased it and installed myself. So I have a clear expel over the entire front of the car up until about there. Okay. Same thing on the A pillars. I got them on the rockers, full rocker panel protection. That was from day one. I had a lady come and do it and came to my house and do it. And at the same time, did the ceramic. We also did ceramic coating on here. So, a buddy of mine, Vincent, in his shop, he's did the ceramic coating. So a few years ago now, and I just do the upkeep on it. But again, I just try to keep it as clean as possible. I got a nice indoor cover, very soft, and got some carbon fiber mirror overlays. I also have the overlay, and I did the live rear view camera on the 2019 and up Camaros. Okay, I did an install on that. I'll explain that as I do the interior. And tinted windows. Added some EOS rocker panel. I riveted and put them in myself. These are my welds. Okay, these are 17 by 10s. These are the Solana. Okay, and I do run the 305 4517 Mickey Thompson ET Street S's. Okay, I do just bought for the stock wheels. I bought the same tires as I have in the front. I bought the 315 30 20 Nitto triple fives, the G2s. And if I need traction, here I am. I have two sets, and I also have a set of skinnies at the house as well. As you could see, I added a carbon fiber ZL1 1LE inspired wing, Miramoto XB or X8 taillights, okay? And I did a little bit of a gasket upgrade on the bottom. I didn't quite like the way they mounted onto the body panel, so I put this little foam piece here. I just got some weather stripping, cut it, snapped in place, and I did it on both sides. And unless I point it out, you're not going to know about it. In the middle, I did do the black overlay in between the badges. Obviously, I did the black badges a long time ago. The SS badge, somebody will point it out that it is upside down, but I did it there for a reason. I have my boiler attack full exhaust, okay, which I did install myself. This is the black. This is with the MPP actuator, so I can go from mild to wild to the factory settings. Keeps it quiet on stealth on the highway, and if I really wanted to let it rip, it rips. There's no doubt about it. It rips. So again, the exhaust, I did the headers myself. There's 2-inch Cook's headers. Oh, I did the catted version of it. I have the Cook's Y pipe. I did that also, and I have the full intermediate pipes, and the whole thing is changed, and I did it all myself. I did have one weld that I did have to make, but other than that, it's pretty much plug and play. Uh, every suspension component on this car is basically changed to BMR. And once again, I'll go through that as we go through more episodes. But that's what we have on the exterior. Okay, we got the black fuel cap door. All right, so we're going to just do a quick little pop on the interior and show you what that looks like. Okay, and here we are with the interior. Okay, I chose carbon fiber overlays. Some people poo-poo at it, but I got this from, oh, and here's a cheap little plug, I guess you could say. Carbon add-ons. Um, Great products. Just about everything in here is carbon add-ons. Everything carbon fiber you see. Okay. Steering wheel is aftermarket. Um, and like I said, I'm going to get into all this specifically. I just want to give everybody just a quick look at what I did in here. Again, I did a lot of stuff, the red seat belts. But that's the interior view. So let's go look at the trunk space, I guess. Okay, the trunk. Not much to speak of here. I put some aftermarket covers, the SS's on both sides. Did a little handle slip mod, but other than that, couple sets of mats. Got my little tenty, got my some cleaning supplies, but not much to report here. So we'll go check out the what's under the hood. Okay, and finally we've made it to under the hood of my Camaro. As you can see, I did some red, white, and blue. Made those myself. Okay. Bits of obviously some carbon, got some billet, got some coil pack covers. We got a lot going on here. I'm going to explain it all in more specific details, but just want to finish this off here just saying that when I went up to pray, it's about 7-hour drive from here in Central Florida. Car drove absolutely fantastic. Just went up there just to get a retune, just to hit the dyno, making sure everything's okay. I've been driving it in this configuration for 3, 4, 5. I think it's maybe 8,000 miles now. I've done my oil changes, 2,000 miles. I don't go any more than that. No need to. It's just cheap insurance. I use the Mobile One 040. This is a modified motor. Change your oil. Simple. Don't be cheap. But anyway, for a car that makes 590, 595, but around 600 at the wheels, car drove fantastic. On the highway, 75, 80, I was getting almost 20 miles per gallon on E85. And as people know, E85 is going to burn more gas, make more power, but drove absolutely wonderfully. I put it on the stealth setting. Car was nice and quiet, a little bit more than stock. And if you want to rip on it, you could put right on the track mode, which you want to drive this car in track mode. Trust me. Okay, now, so here we are back home here at home base. I decided to film this part here at home. It's a little quieter. It's getting a little noisy out there at the ball field. And incidentally, changed my shirt. Bucky's. How could you not love Bucky's? In any event, so here we are. Actually, I'll step back this way. So, engine content. Again, like I said before, I've done everything to this car except actual engine work. BMR strut tower. I just painted the factory coils red. I got some K-Tech valve covers I added. Again, the 2-inch headers I added as well. I put that on. This is a Rotofab K&N dry intake. Nick Williams 103 polished aluminum throttle body. This is a Prey port, 103 millimeter ported MSD by Prey. Okay, got a catch can. I have a billet 174 thermostat. I have Mishimoto hoses, higher silicone hoses for heat. Um, got some custom American Brothers designs, finishing touches under here. Some carbon add-ons, uh, stuff as well. So, but basically, that's all the dress up. Engine wise, this car has a Prey Performance Stage 3 cam. It's the highest cam, biggest cam you could put in this car without fly cutting any pistons. Didn't want to go into that. Heads are ported TSP CNC heads. With that combination, I have an underdrive pulley, ATI lower, all the bolt-on mods that you could possibly do. I got the NGK plugs, better MSD wires to fit my relocation tune. Still running the factory clutch. So with all this, and like I said, what I also have is the very, very important thing is you always want to have one of these catch cans. This one happens to be a Mighty Mouse one. Okay, it's got the check valve in it for a little higher horsepower conditions such as mine. But other than that, it runs very well. It made 590, 595 at the wheels up at Prey Performance. Torque was around 504 to 510. Car drives awesome. It's a 6-speed. Haven't run on the track yet, but this car is easily capable of a low 10-second quarter mile. Probably mile an hour, 130, 135 plus. Any event, it's a hoot to drive. I love driving it. Sounds amazing. I'll insert an engine clip here for you. But that's basically what makes this engine tick, what makes this motor tick, what makes this car tick. That's a lot of power. It's more than enough for the average guy. So again, it all comes to a right combination. You can mix and match parts, but basically what you're going to end up doing is a product that's not going to run well. It's not going to be tuned correctly. Cry once, do it once. That's my motto. That's what I did here. Brett from Prey Performance, probably one of the top-notch guys, and I got all my parts from him. I got everything actually done about 4 years ago up at Stage 6 Performance Motorsports. They were up at Jacksonville, Florida, and they did the install. I mean, other than that, like I said, I did everything here. The car runs great, no hiccups, no check engine lights. I will also include in a future episode in a driving video I'll set up and do a little ride along. So I hope this clears up anything. Oh, and also forgot to mention, car runs on E85. I installed the flex fuel sensor for this car. So currently I can run up to whatever the max is, E85. You're not going to get full 85. So the highest I've seen is E82 or 1 in the ethanol. I do have a gauge in there that will monitor that. It's all hooked up to a factory sensor. They sell aftermarkets. I happen to get Lethal Garages kit, simple plug and play. You just got to open up the pins for one of your connectors to go to the PCM, and the car must be tuned for it. You cannot run ethanol without it being tuned. These cars can run safely on 85. I prefer to run more on ethanol content. Makes the car run cleaner. And plus, I use it enough where the ethanol gas is not going to sit in the tank. Kind of don't want the ethanol to sit in the tank. Kind of tends to break up versus regular gasoline. You can put a stable in it. But for the extra 20, 30, pops, even 40 in this place, rear wheel horsepower extra, it's way cleaner, makes more power, and it's cheaper to run, but it also burns quicker. So again, this is my play toy. I don't plan on driving it every day. You can just go to 93 octane and it'll happily run all day long. It'll be down a little bit of power, but you're not going to notice it every day. You can run 93 and no problem. So there you have it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below. I can go over more specific details. I don't know cam specs. Don't ask me that. Um, but other than that, that's the combo I use. So hopefully this will help you guys out in your future builds. So there you have it. There's an overview of my Camaro. Again, stay tuned for my further episodes on this car, and I'm going to dive into my other two cars as well. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. It would greatly help out my channel. I'm trying to get my word out there for my EV content and for my gas and E85 content. You know, here we are in March of 2026. We can have the best of both worlds here. It's a Sunday. I have my car out, my Camaro out. Where in other countries, you're going to end up being forced to drive EV soon. So the transition's coming, but you know what? We have options, and we love our EVs, but I absolutely love my Camaro, and I want to get another gas car in the future because these are going to eventually become the cars of like the early days where unfortunately people from the 20s and 30s, those cars, they're not really going to be worth anything soon. It's a shame. I mean, you're 100 years in the past, but we're rapidly approaching the future. So just stay with me and we'll learn together as we go forth ahead of the future of transportation. But right now, this is what we have in hand. Thanks for watching. Car basically makes 600 at the wheels. So to get to